Alright guys, welcome back. You're watching the Gigabyte Pro League. I'm Todd and this is our third game of the day in our first series. TaeJa versus goswser3. The score is now 1-1. Pretty nice games, I have to say so far. I was a little bit surprised by the outcome in the first one. In the second one, TaeJa did not look like he was ever really in danger, to be honest. They traded a lot during all of those fights, but TaeJa pulled ahead on upgrades, and after that, every time he fought, even though he got cleaned up, he always had enough money to remake a new army behind this. So TaeJa has been very solid so far. He did lose a game, but it's been very close, I have to say. And I wouldn't be surprised here if again he plays very impressively with maybe even a different build again, because TaeJa is one of those Terrans that can do anything. He can play so many different builds, all of them really, really well executed every single time. He's not one of those gimmicky players who always does the same. Quick depot will be made by the ramp. And goswser3, he's been going for the... Okay, sorry about the sudden moves here with the observing. goswser3, he's been going hatchery first in every single game so far. In the two previous games, he's gone for a drone scout. In the last game, his drone scout was a little bit late, but he didn't seem to really worry on Newkirk precincts. We are going to see here on Daybreak exactly how he chooses to do that. But I wouldn't be surprised if again he goes for the hatch first. And this time, maybe a little bit of an earlier drone scout, maybe, because it's Daybreak. I mean, you're facing TaeJa. If TaeJa 2-raxes you, you better be ready, because this guy will not mess it up, I can tell you. goswser3 is going to start scouting across the map with his overlords. I'm really curious to see exactly where he places them. And it does look like TaeJa wants to go for a command center first here, which is perfectly doable. This is definitely one of the better maps for doing this. So that's perfectly understandable. goswser3 again going for the hatch first. No drone scout just yet. And yeah, the first overlord will focus on scouting the command center, I believe. You can see where it's been queued. The second overlord, not sure where it's been sent exactly, but it should go around this area here. And TaeJa behind this is going to start a first barracks and go for a quick scout behind this. Oh, actually going for a refinery. I really thought he was going to go for at least 2 barracks, but no. So TaeJa is going to be able to identify exactly what he's facing here. Couple people mentioned lags, so I think after this game I will try to reduce the bitrate a little bit for the stream to see if it gets better. But yesterday I was streaming with the exact same settings and nobody really mentioned lags, so I'm not sure. Anyway, goswser3, he's gonna start mining from his extractor here, most likely to get a pretty quick speed. And he's actually going for a very quick third this game. He identified that he's facing a very quick command center. He knows that he's gonna be safe for some time, so he goes for the fairly quick third, kind of like against Protoss. I would say, like even starting the third before the 4th minute. TaeJa is scouting right now, but will he see the third base or not? That's going to be very important for him, whether or not he's able to see that. Queens, okay, one queen has been started. The second one starts now. And TaeJa is just gonna go home, and does look like right now. TaeJa is only on 1 refinery, so he's gonna be able to start a factory just now. He can go for a 3rd command center behind this. I think, yeah, he's trying to scout for as long as he can here, but he has to be careful. The first queen is out, and this SCV might get killed if he's not careful. goswser3 actually skipping the Zerglings here. He did not want to make some Zerglings that basically could do nothing in the early game, so he went for drones instead. I like this overlord, by the way. It's a pretty great overlord. You can see so much. You can see anything that leaves the Terran base, unless maybe from this corner, but the Terran cannot know exactly where it's placed, so it's always going to be great information. Oh, and TaeJa confirmed the 3rd base of goswser3, so from there he can decide what he goes for, and I think he's made his choice here. He's going for the quick 3rd command center himself. He does not want to react to a quick 3rd with a very offensive build, at least not for the moment, or at least not full on aggression. He's gonna go for the 3rd command center. He's gonna start adding on Hellions to his army, and we might see a run by just like before, except this time there is not gonna be nearly as many Hellions. No blue flame as well. I think he's just gonna wanna take control of the map with these few Hellions. He goes for a tech lab behind this on his barracks, most likely to start a very quick Steam Pack, and oh, nice overload scout here by goswser, sending in the overload at the perfect timing to see exactly what his opponent is up to. He's gonna be able to know from there that TaeJa wants to go into bio with Steam Pack being researched pretty quickly, go into Hellions, and he's got the third command center. And TaeJa actually, so far, he's been hiding those Hellions. He's not moved out. He waited for 4. He did not want to leave his base before he had 4. Maybe scared of some kind of surround by Zerglings or aggression. With 4, you're going to be much safer. goswser sees the Hellions leave the base of TaeJa. He's going to start a spine crawler immediately. He's still making drones. He's going to start 2 spine crawlers. One of those spine at the third base. And, well, he's got quite some links. It's going to be hard for TaeJa to inflict any damage here. He's going to have to be very careful not to get surrounded and lose these Hellions. TaeJa is going to pull in a little bit. Always being very cautious. And now he did see the Zerglings. TaeJa behind this, he has Steam Pack already researching. He's got 2 engineering base. The third command center already going to fly to the third base for TaeJa. We are at the 8th minute. That's such a quick third. TaeJa is not going to waste any time. We've seen Terrence, we've seen TaeJa yesterday keeping his third orbital in his main for a very, very long time. But TaeJa, he knows that he's up against a Zerg on 3 bases. He knows that it's very unlikely that the Zerg is going to be able to be aggressive anytime soon. So he's going to fly his command center as soon as possible to his third base, start saturating it, and I wouldn't be surprised if he adds on a bunker with lots of depot to basically ward it off like he did in the previous game. Couple of Hellions here are going to try for a run by. There's so many of them. They're going to be able to burn the Zerglings immediately, going for the drones immediately after, but more Zerglings come to reinforce the Queen. He's going to town on those Hellions, but she's not going to be enough to be able to get rid of all of them. goswser right now is starting 18 Zerglings. The Hellions actually hanging out by the third base, not choosing to go into the natural. I think that's a mistake here. He could have done lots of damage. Now lots of Zerglings are going to come out, surround those Hellions maybe, and kill them. TaeJa is on the retreat here, but he gets completely surrounded, and he's going to lose all of these Hellions. But I guess he's done some damage. He's killed... No, actually not much damage. He's killed only 5 drones in total. He did delay the mining time here by goswser, but I mean... 58 drones right now against 52 SCVs. goswser can just do like 1 or 2 big batch of drones. In the meantime, he's going to start a 4th base. And TaeJa, he's going to prepare his defense against any kind of Zerglings run by. We do see Zerglings moving across the map right now. He's going to start burrowing 2 mines by his own third base, going for the bunker as well. Lots of Zerglings. Oh my god. Some huge detonation. Oh, nice friendly fire on those Marines. And TaeJa is just going to call GG. What? Why? Yeah, actually, he did not have much. He just now was going to start producing units. He would have lost everything he had here, and the mines had already detonated. Wow. I'm pretty shocked here. I really thought TaeJa had more, but goswser hit a perfect timing with those Zerglings. He sent a couple Zerglings ahead to make sure he could detonate those mines. He knew that those mines would be there. And goswser taking the 2-1 victory against TaeJa. Very impressive here. So it's going to be in the semi-finals of this Gigabyte Pro League. Guys, I'm going to show you the bracket once again so we can know exactly what to expect later on. And Millennium, they are playing perfectly in this tournament so far. They haven't lost the series to any non-Millennium player, I think. There it is. Alright, so TaeJa beat Hyun, Feast beat Scarlet, and then 2 Millennium players played each other. TaeJa won against Feast, and now goswser got the walkover against Polt, and he won against TaeJa. So we're gonna have our first semifinals, Millennium versus Millennium. goswser versus TaeJa is going to be played tomorrow. All of these matches up to the semifinals here. We have 6 best of 3s left to be played today. Are going to be played just after the break. So guys, stick around and we'll be right back with more games.